Do you ever feel like a fraud? Most of us do at one point or another. We all know that nagging voice whispering you're not good enough despite your accomplishments. And we all know this is called imposture syndrome. And there are strategies to silence it and reclaim your confidence. So let's get rid of imposture syndrome. Are you in? Imposter syndrome is that shadow that looms over even the most accomplished among us, whispering doubts and insecurities. Imposter syndrome doesn't have to dictate your narrative. Instead, it can be a signal to reaffirm your worth and embrace your achievements. Sounds good, right? So let's talk about imposter syndrome. Ah, yes, that sneaky, persistent feeling that convinces you you're just one mistake away from being exposed. Ever wonder why it is so tenacious? Here's the thing. Imposter syndrome is a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It often strikes when you're pushing boundaries and achieving great things. But instead of letting it undermine you, you can learn to overcome it. Imposter syndrome, when confronted and managed, can become a catalyst for authentic confidence. Here's how. First of all, you guessed it, acknowledge and challenge your doubts. The first step in overcoming imposter syndrome is acknowledging it. Don't ignore those feelings of inadequacy. Instead, challenge them. Recognize they are thoughts, not facts. List your accomplishments and the skills that brought you there. This reality check can help dismantle those irritational fears. I just read the book in the spring this year about reinvention by Arlene Dickinson. Great read. And she talks a lot about currency. What is your currency? When you write down your currency, as I did, and it's something I have done many years ago, but when you realize that your value that you bring to the table, it reminds you that, hey, I should be here. And that becomes really important. And part of that comes from reframing your perspective. Imposter syndrome thrives on perfectionism. Accept that nobody is perfect. And even if they were, what would it look like? Reframe your perspectives to see failure as an opportunity to learn and improve rather than evidence of inadequacy. I know, challenging, but focus on progress over perfectionism. I've been saying this a lot lately. Another strategy is seek support and share your feelings. Imposter syndrome can feel isolating, but you're not alone. Everyone feels it. I've never met somebody who has not felt this. So share your feelings with your trusted circle. This connection can provide reassurance and a different perspective, helping you see your true value. Something that I've loved that I did with a group of girlfriends, we sent each other words of appreciation and admiration of that individual. And we've all put them on our walls. And it is such a great way to remember what people think about you, particularly when you are questioning everything about yourself. So keep it on the wall. Matter of fact, I have mine beside me here. Focus on your impact. Shift your focus from self doubt to impact you're making. Remember, the people you've helped, the changes you've influenced, and the positive outcomes you've driven. Let your contributions be a testament to your abilities and worth. I keep notes and emails and cards and posts and client testimonials on a huge corkboard in order to ensure I remember those days when I'm feeling I just can't do it, that, hey, I've done it before, I can do it again. Lean into your authenticity. Imposter syndrome thrives when you feel like you need to be someone else to succeed. Ditch the facade. Lean into your authentic self. There's no need for apologies or should haves when you show up as you. If they don't connect with you or your presentation or your contribution to the conversation, that's okay. You've already won by showing up authentically, and those who resonate with you will see the value in your honesty. Authenticity needs no validation, no external approval. It stands on its own. So let your true self be the antidote to imposter syndrome. Sound good? DM me or email me at we@youmewe.ca with the subject, Conquer My Imposter, and I'll send you an assessment. That's the first step to understand the root of your imposter syndrome. And I'll also give you an hour feedback on it so you gain real insight. This is an assessment you have never done before. It is not putting you into boxes. It is designed exclusively to understand your unconscious mind and how it dictates to your conscious mind. It's incredible. So, what about you? Have you faced and overcome your imposter syndrome? Please share how you've done it. Now, we all have been there, right? You're about to step into a meeting or take the stage, ready to present your expertise, and suddenly, bam, imposter syndrome hits. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and that little voice in your head says, "What if I'm not good enough?" Here's the kicker. This is where you lean into your authentic self. Before your presentation, before talking to your colleagues, before anything where you feel like an imposter, ground yourself. Here's what I do. First thing is a mantra. I remind myself, I prepared for this moment. I am the right person for this job, and I'm here to make an impact. Say it out loud so everybody hears it. Own it. Music can help. Put on that one song that gets you into the zone, that makes you feel powerful. Let that music set the stage in your mind. And perhaps most importantly, authenticity. Here's the deal. If an audience doesn't connect with you or your presentation, that's okay. Not everyone will. Because when you show up as your most authentic self, unapologetically, you've already won. Authenticity needs no apology. So, the next time you feel imposter syndrome creeping in, remember this. You've got this. You're exactly where you need to be, and the impact you're about to make, it's all you. 100% pure. And that's more than enough. So let's go make waves where we make our contribution count for you, me, and the collective audiences and people we connect to create a culture of we.